So the question we all have to be asking ourselves, can our president, can Donald Trump be bought? And it unfortunately seems like the answer to that is yeah. Even South Park has parodied foreign leaders and business executives coming into the Oval Office to give Trump presents. Well, as I mentioned in my earlier video, Trump was just gifted a golden present in South Korea. Here's the medal that he received. Play the clip.
The people of Korea are awarding you with this medal with their deep appreciation.
Thank you very much. It's a great honor. We're going to keep it very good. Korea is very, very special. We have a very great relationship, and it will continue and only get stronger. Thank you very much. That is really beautiful. I'd like to wear it right now. Thank you so much. We'll cherish it. Thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate it.
Welcome back to the Michael Cohen Show on our continued journey to 500,000 subscribers. Because of stuff like this, do me a favor, hit subscribe, watch, comment, and share. This stuff has to come to an end. Now look, he was also given a golden crown. No, seriously, a golden crown.
Next is a gift from President Lee Jae-myung to President Trump. This is the Cheonmachong gold crown, which is a key artifact that represents the Silla dynasty, the first Korean kingdom to unite the Korean peninsula. This gold crown is the largest and most extravagant of the 6 existing gold crowns from the Silla period. The Cheonmachong gold crown symbolizes the divine connection between the authority of the heavens and sovereignty on earth, as well as the strong leadership and authority of a leader. We present this gold crown to you on this joyous occasion of your state visit to Gyeongju, because it symbolizes the spirit of Silla, which brought peace to the Korean peninsula for the first time, and the opening of the golden age of the Korea-US alliance.
Very special. Thank you very much.
Can you not just see Trump walking around the Oval Office with that crown on his head? You know what he's thinking right now? Well, at least he's going to have stuff to put into the presidential library, because rest assured, that does not belong to him. That belongs to the United States of America. So I promise each and every one of you, I promise you that that crown and that necklace are going home with him. Not for Melania, for him. Now, meanwhile, later at a meeting with South Korean leaders, the gifts, they literally seem to work, as Trump explained how generous the South Korean government has been. Play that clip.
In the meantime, what you've done is amazing. What you've, first of all, the welcome and the beautiful honor you bestowed on me as the only American president. That's really a great tribute to our country. Not to me, it's a great tribute to our country, but I had it focused toward you as opposed to against you, which some people did. What you've done and what you've created, what you've done in really a very short period of time, relatively speaking, is amazing. It's really amazing. And you're working with us now on shipbuilding because you...
Yeah, let me also be very clear. When I said that it's not just foreign leaders, it's also domestic companies. Remember, when Tim Cook brought in that, I don't know what it was, that that trophy where the base was like 5 pounds of solid gold, just to give you an idea of the grift that's going on there. At today's spot price of $4,031 an ounce, 16 ounces to a pound times 5, that comes out to about $325,000. I want to be clear. No other president in the history of this country has ever taken $325,000. But again, that pales in comparison to the $400 million aircraft that he's going to be receiving from Qatar. So yesterday, Jesse the Jerk-Off Waters tries to tell Fox viewers that Trump is not getting any bribes. No, right? He's just making money. Okay, play the clip.
They're gifts for us. They're investing billions, building our bases, buying our rice. Think about it. Trump has gotten Japan to buy American rice. Never happened before. Trump's not being bribed with gold golf balls. He's worth billions. He's doing big business and everyone's making money. America first, obviously.
No, America last, Trump org first, you idiot. All right? And if they would give him solid gold golf balls, he'd play with those too. Meanwhile, I've talked a lot about how much money Trump has made while being president. My estimation, over $10 billion. Well, Jake Tapper spoke with James Comer about Reuters reporting that the Trump organization has recently made over $864 million. Play that clip.
But I want to ask you one more thing before you go, as long as I have you, because you're chairman of the Oversight Committee. Right. There's a Reuters report today on the Trump family's crypto ventures. Based on the family's own financial disclosures, Reuters found the Trump organization's income from the first half of this year shot from $51 million to $864 million. About $800 million of that is from crypto. And the story details how most of the buyers are foreign investors and how all this money is going to belong to Trump when he leaves office. Is this something that you're going to look into at all?
Well, it's something that we are, like you, reading about this. We're trying to digest it. The difference between the way the Trump family is operating and the Biden family is they're admitting they're doing this. The president campaigned as a business guy. I'm not defending the policy. I think there needs to be ethics reforms, and I had a bill that Jamie Raskin killed last session because he thought that Kamala Harris was going to win the presidency, but it would have increased the disclosure. So as long as you disclose your income and disclose the sources, I think that's acceptable. If you lie about the income, you say, I never received money from China, and then we subpoena your bank records and there's $5 million from China, I think that's a problem. So, I think it's a legitimate question. A lot of people are concerned, especially since the crypto industry isn't regulated. But if my position now is as long as the president's disclosing this and they're filling out disclosures and they're answering questions, he answers questions about it. If you ask him about his crypto, he'll say, yes, they've got the best crypto country in the world. Now, do the voters like that? I think that's going to be an issue in the next presidential election. I think it's a fair question. But from an ethics standpoint and from an oversight standpoint, the president is disclosing this income, and that, I think, is the most important part, the transparency.
What the hell is this idiot talking about? Like freaking Porky Pig sitting there. I put together, as long as you tell us where you got it from, sure, okay. So is there a part on the disclosure form that says, yeah, I accepted a grift? All right. I accepted a bribe from Tim Cook. I accepted a bribe from Qatar. I accepted a bribe from South Korea. I accepted a bribe from basically every single person that I could possibly imagine, from Saudi to the Emiratis to you know who and who knows what. Sure, as long as you disclose it, it doesn't sound like a violation. Really? So in other words, if I turn around and I tell Bank of America or Capital One or Citibank that I'm coming in to rob you, and I go ahead and I rob you, does that make it okay? That's how stupid these people sound when they're trying to defend the indefensible. Now, Fox will always try to spin Trump's bad press. And Kayleigh McEnany, well, she tried to claim that Trump's ballroom is just a normal thing for a president to want to do. Play that clip.
Are they just going to be forever stuck in this hole that Biden put them in?
Yeah, and I would say Trump continues to dig that hole deeper for them. He does these things that are just normal, like building a ballroom, and then they fall into a very deep hole, and then they find themselves in this endless cycle that the American people just look at and they roll their eyes.
Okay, so if every president built a ballroom, well, how come there was no ballroom at the White House? Has every president ripped down a part of of our Capitol, of the White House? Seriously? Again, it's when you're trying to defend the indefensible that you come out looking stupid. Now, look, while Trump is abroad getting golden gifts and his organization every single day making money, crypto, this, real estate deals, you name it, our government right now is still in a shutdown, day 29. And SNAP benefits are about to run out. Senator Mark Kelly told reporters that Trump has only spent literally, and this is crazy, he's literally spent 1 hour negotiating and discussing with Democrats on what needs to be done in order to stop this shutdown, in order to get the money flowing again, in order to make sure that Americans, the most needy in our country, don't go hungry. Play the clip.
He has spent 1 hour negotiating with Democrats on this issue in the Oval Office. 1 hour. How much time has he spent on his ballroom?
Okay, a lot. Okay, a lot of time. And I want to be very clear about something. When you're talking about 17 million children, when you're talking about 42 million Americans, this is not a joke anymore. This is a real serious problem, because that's literally what government is here for. Not to turn around and to get gold-plated gifts or to get airplanes and real estate deals. It's to make sure that those who are the most needy, elderly, children, poor, get the services and the benefits that this amazing country of ours, the richest country in the history of the world, that's their responsibility to do for those. Now, finally, reporter asked MAGA Mike Johnson about Trump's 1 hour negotiation. You got to hear this. Play the clip.
But that was a 1 hour meeting where he basically said, here's our bill, take it or leave it. Yeah. That's not a negotiation.
Yeah. Schumer has shown no indication whatsoever that he's changed his posture from that day. So talking with him and trying to negotiate is a waste of time.
Okay. It's never a waste of time, you idiot, when you're trying to engage in a conversation that could ultimately affect the lives of, again, more than 40 million Americans. You're an arrogant moron who literally has no business as Speaker of the House. You're feckless and you're stupid. And I'm not trying to be nasty at this point. What I am is I'm outraged. I'm outraged that the President of the United States thinks it's okay to discuss a $350 million ballroom while there are Americans that are going to be going hungry because of his tariffs, because of AI, because of furlough, because of government shutdown, because they want a clean CR bill that will absolutely impact millions and millions of Americans as it relates to healthcare. And the Democrats, for the first time, are finally standing up and saying, terribly sorry, Mr. President, but this doesn't fly with our constituents. What he's telling them is, if you go ahead and you sign this bill as is, then I will sit down and negotiate with you. We could reopen the government and you guys can do whatever you want. Well, here's the crazy thing. More and more Republicans right now are stepping away from this GOP talking point because it's their constituents too. Why is it that Republicans don't seem to understand this? That it's not, the Democratic Party doesn't own all of these children that won't have food, or the elderly who will be deprived food, or having to then now go ahead and take whatever leftover money they have, and either you put food in your mouth or you purchase the medication you need to live. This is nonpartisan, this issue. It affects Republicans, Democrats, and independents alike, and more Republicans and independents who voted Trump first are now peeling away and with reluctance stepping over to the Democratic side, because in all fairness, what the Democrats are preaching is legitimate and correct. And as always, thanks for listening. Hey, everyone. First of all, thanks for watching. I mean, we're going to be posting daily episodes with reactions and talking about politics. We'll be talking about everything, in fact. So please like and subscribe. Join us on this journey.